Have you ever found yourself waiting, endlessly scrolling or staring blankly at the ceiling? Waiting for that elusive spark, for motivation to magically appear, like a fairy godmother granting you the energy and drive you need? Thinking that this sudden surge of inspiration will finally get you to the gym, ready to conquer your fitness goals? Or perhaps you're hoping it will help you finally start that project, the one that's been haunting your to-do list for weeks, months, maybe even years? The one that feels perpetually out of reach? The truth is, and it might sting a little, motivation, that fleeting feeling we all crave, is as mythical as a unicorn. A beautiful, enchanting idea, exciting, promising, but ultimately unreliable. It's a roller coaster of emotions, here one minute, gone the next. We waste precious time waiting for the perfect mood, the stars to align, the ideal conditions, but motivation, like a fragile flame, disappears the moment things get tough, when the challenge seems insurmountable, or when discomfort creeps in. Successful people, the ones who consistently achieve their goals, don't sit around waiting for motivation to strike. Instead, they cultivate and rely on discipline. Discipline is what truly gets you out of bed, even when every fiber of your being screams for you to stay under the covers, on cold mornings, when the warmth of your bed is the most tempting thing in the world. And discipline is what keeps you moving, pushing forward, when excitement fades, and the initial rush of enthusiasm wanes. It's not glamorous, it's not always fun, but it's the bedrock, the solid foundation of real, lasting achievement. Motivation is the initial spark, the exciting idea that ignites your passion, but discipline is the wood, the fuel that keeps the fire burning steadily, consistently, even through the storms. Without discipline, that initial spark, however bright, the spark dies out fast, leaving you cold and in the dark. Discipline is about showing up, consistently, even when you don't feel like it, when your inner voice is screaming at you to quit. It's the commitment, the unwavering promise to the process, to the daily grind, to the consistent effort, not just the passion, the initial burst of excitement for the idea, the fleeting moment of inspiration. So let's stop waiting, endlessly anticipating for the perfect moment, the ideal circumstances, the absence of all obstacles, or blaming our lack of progress on missing motivation, on the absence of that magical feeling. Instead, let's build habits and routines so strong they carry you forward, effortlessly, even when you feel like you're swimming upstream, no matter how you feel, regardless of your emotional state. This isn't about being a robot, a mindless automaton simply going through the motions. It's about creating the freedom, the space, the power to achieve what you truly want, to pursue your passions, to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Let's start building discipline, brick by brick, day by day, not chasing unicorns, not waiting for a fantasy to become reality. Discipline isn't a prison, it's the key to freedom. Without discipline, you're a slave to your moods and impulses. You skip the gym when you're tired, spend impulsively, and let distractions rule your day. That's the real cage being controlled by your feelings. True discipline gives you options, energy, confidence, financial security. It's not about restriction, it's about building the life you want. The habits you build now shape your future. Discipline is choosing who you want to be, then taking small daily actions to become that person. It's self-respect in action. It's putting long-term goals above short-term comfort. You're not just following rules, you're forging your own path. Decide to be the architect of your future, not a passive observer. Discipline is the ultimate freedom. Choose it. How do you build discipline? Not by overhauling your life overnight. The secret is the 1% rule, get just a little better every day. One push-up, 1 page, 1 minute, tiny actions add up. Over a year, those small improvements compound into massive change. Don't aim for perfection, aim for progress. Make starting so easy you can't say no. Each small action is a vote for your new identity. Consistency beats intensity every time. The guy who works out daily for 15 minutes will always outpace the one who goes all in once a month. Celebrate every small win. Every brick you lay is progress. You're not just building habits, you're building the identity of a disciplined man. Brick by brick, you create your empire. Start small, stay consistent. That's how real change happens. We've all been there, staring at a task, a project, or even just a simple chore, feeling completely paralyzed. The hardest part of any task, big or small, is starting. It's that initial push, that overcoming of inertia that feels so daunting. Our brains invent excuses, elaborate justifications to keep us comfortable, to keep us on the couch, away from the perceived discomfort of work. We tell ourselves we're too tired, too busy, or simply not in the right mood. But there's a simple, powerful technique to break through this resistance. The 5-minute rule. This deceptively easy strategy is your secret weapon. Commit to just 5 minutes. That's it. No pressure, no grand commitment, just 5 minutes of focused effort. Set a timer. Use your phone, a kitchen timer, anything that will clearly signal when your 5 minutes are up. If you want to stop after 5 minutes, you can. No guilt, no obligation. Most times, you'll keep going. You'll find that the initial resistance has melted away. Momentum takes over. The task becomes less intimidating, and you find yourself drawn into the process. Cleaning your room? Overwhelmed by the mess? Just pick up clothes or organize your desk for 5 minutes? You might be surprised how much you accomplish and how motivated you feel to continue. Writing a report? Facing a blank page? Write for 5 minutes? Just jot down some ideas, an outline, or even just free write whatever comes to mind. The task shrinks from a monster, an insurmountable obstacle, to something manageable, a series of small, achievable steps. You shift focus from the outcome, the overwhelming end goal, to the process, the simple act of putting in the work, one small step at a time. Just start. Don't overthink it, don't analyze it, just begin. Men who start things, who take that initial leap of faith, become men who finish things. They understand the power of momentum and the importance of overcoming that initial resistance. Lower the stakes, remove the pressure of perfection, and you'll win the battle against procrastination. You'll find yourself consistently taking action and moving towards your goals. Master the first 5 minutes, make it a habit, and you'll master discipline. You'll develop the ability to consistently overcome resistance and take action, even when you don't feel like it. Action beats hesitation, every time. Start small, ridiculously small if necessary, and let momentum carry you. Trust the process, and let the power of consistent action propel you forward. The first step, that initial commitment, is always the hardest, the most challenging. So make it easy, almost laughably easy. Just begin and watch what happens. Procrastination thrives when good habits are hard and bad habits are easy. Willpower alone isn't enough, it gets tired. Change the battlefield. Make good habits easy, bad habits hard. Lay out your workout clothes the night before. Put a book on your pillow if you want to read more. Make the next step obvious and simple. Add friction to bad habits. Leave your phone in another room. Delete distracting apps. Don't keep junk food at home. Every obstacle you remove from good habits, and every barrier you add to bad ones, is a win for your future self. You're engineering your environment for success. Discipline becomes a result of smart systems, not constant struggle. Stack the odds in your favor. Make winning easy. Try smarter, not just harder. Not. Your environment shapes your behavior more than you realize. If your space is set up for distraction, discipline is an uphill battle. The most disciplined people design their environment for success. Make cues for good habits obvious. Guitar on a stand, fruit on the counter. Make bad habits inconvenient. Unplug the TV, hide the remote. Your social circle matters too. Surround yourself with people who support your goals. If your friends are disciplined, you'll rise with them. Be intentional about your spaces and your company. Your environment is a tool. Use it to nudge yourself forward. Don't swim upstream. Change the current. Design your world for the man you want to become. In a world obsessed with hustle, rest is underrated. True discipline includes knowing when to recover. Burnout destroys consistency and progress. Rest isn't laziness, it's strategy. Prioritize sleep. It's the foundation of energy and focus. Schedule downtime for activities that recharge you. Listen to your body. Some days you need to push, others you need to recover. Smart rest keeps you in the game for the long haul. Discipline is a rhythm. Work hard, rest well. Don't trade short-term gains for long-term burnout. Sustainable success requires balance. Sharpen your axe. Rest is part of the process. Play the long game. Your brain loves progress, it rewards you with dopamine. Make your progress visible to stay motivated. Use a habit tracker, mark an X for every day you show up. Don't break the chain, watching it grow is powerful. Track your wins in a journal each week. Celebrate small victories, they add up. Tracking gives you feedback, you see what's working and what's not. Adjust your strategy based on real data, not guesswork. Progress isn't just about big goals, it's about daily wins. You become the scientist of your own habits. Visible progress creates momentum. Turn self-improvement into a concrete project. Let your wins fuel your next step. You've come this far. You've faced challenges, overcome obstacles, and proven your resilience. Take a moment to acknowledge your progress and appreciate the journey that has brought you to this point. Remember the lessons you've learned and the strength you've gained along the way. You're ready to build discipline. to further refine your habits and routines. This isn't just about physical strength, it's about mental fortitude, the ability to stay focused and committed to your goals, even when faced with adversity. Embrace the challenge and push yourself to new limits, not just for yourself, but for a purpose greater than your own individual ambitions. Consider the impact you can have on the lives of others, the positive influence you can wield by embodying discipline and strength. But for others, extend your hand to those who need guidance, offer your support to those who are struggling, and become a beacon of hope for those who are lost. The final step, the culmination of all your efforts, is not just about personal achievement, it's about what you do with that achievement, how you use your success to uplift and empower others. Is to share what you've learned, to impart your wisdom and experience to those who are eager to learn. Be a mentor, a guide, a source of inspiration for others to follow. True strength, the kind that truly matters, isn't measured by personal accolades or material possessions, is helping others rise with you. It's about creating a ripple effect of positivity, empowering those around you to achieve their full potential. Many men around you, in your community, your workplace, and your social circles, are struggling with the same challenges, facing similar obstacles, and grappling with the same doubts and fears. They don't need lectures, condescending advice, or empty platitudes. They need encouragement, a helping hand, and a belief in their potential, and practical tips, actionable strategies, and real-world examples that they can apply to their own lives. Share what's working for you, the techniques, strategies, and habits that have helped you achieve success. The 5-minute rule, the power of small, consistent actions performed daily. Prepping your environment, creating a space that supports your goals and minimizes distractions. Celebrating small wins, acknowledging your progress, and rewarding yourself for your efforts. Invite friends to join you, create a supportive community of like-minded individuals who share your goals. Hold each other accountable, provide mutual support and encouragement to stay on track. Leadership is about more than just giving orders or holding a position of authority. Taking initiative, stepping up to the plate, and leading by example. And making a positive impact, leaving the world a little better than you found it. Start small, don't try to change the world overnight. Apply one idea today. Take one small step towards your goals. Then help someone else. Share your knowledge and experience with those who need it. Do the same, encourage them to pay it forward and help others in turn. The world needs, now more than ever, more builders, people who are willing to create, innovate, and contribute to society, not critics, those who tear down and discourage others. Be the man, the kind of man who inspires, empowers, and uplifts those around him, who hands out bricks and tools, providing the resources and support that others need to build their own success. Not just builds his own empire focused solely on personal gain. Share, encourage, and lead by example, showing others the way to success through your own actions and behaviors. When you lift others, when you invest in their growth and development, you rise higher too. Your own success becomes amplified and more meaningful. Now go, don't hesitate, don't delay. Start building, start creating, start making a difference in the world, one brick at a time.